How do you start investing in stocks? That's a question many people come across at some point in their life, and so many people never do anything because they don't know how to simply get started. So I created this video as literally, how do you start investing in stocks? I want to share with you guys how you get started today. Hello subscribers, thank you so much for joining me today on the Financial Education channel. So today I'm doing a video which is how to start investing in stocks. And this is literally how to start investing in stocks. So I'm not going to talk about fundamentals and what you should look at and the PE ratios, balance sheets, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to talk about that kind of stuff in this video. I talked a little bit about it in Key to Investing, that video I did, and I'm going to talk more into depth about things to look for when making an investment in a future video that I'm probably going to do at the end of this week. So this video is about literally how do you start investing in stocks specifically. So step number one you need to do in how to start buying stocks. Step number one, set up a brokerage account. Now, you can set up a brokerage account through many different companies: Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Scottrade, Charles Schwab. There's tons of them out there. Online brokerages that charge you like $7.95 a trade. So each time you buy a stock, you pay $7.99 to them. Most companies, it's that price. Now, it doesn't matter if you buy 1,000 stocks or one stock, you pay that $7.99 fee. So you need to set up a brokerage account. It's similar to setting up like a bank account in that you're going to need to provide them your social security number, your full name, your last name, your birth date, all that fun stuff. And you're going to link that with your checking account or savings account. That way you can move money into your brokerage account from your checking account, your savings account, things like that, or vice versa, money out of your brokerage account that hopefully you made back into your checking or savings account. That's step number one. Step number two, and I kind of didn't include this, so we'll just kind of say it's step number 1.5. Think about big companies that you might be interested in investing in. Maybe you drink Coca-Cola all the time, you want to look into Coca-Cola stock or the company and buying stock in that. Maybe you eat a burrito at Chipotle every day and you're like, I gotta freaking check out this Chipotle. I want to buy stock in this because I spend so much money here all the time and it's packed. So think about a company that you use a lot in your life. It's a big company. And then go on to step number 2 and start researching about it in investor relations. So you'll actually go to their website, like, Coca-Cola.com or whatnot. Go scroll to the bottom of the page and there'll be a link that says Investor Relations. When you click on Investor Relations, you'll have a whole menu of things pop up there that say like webcasts, presentations, financial reports, things like that. You're going to want to click on the financial reports and you're going to want to start reading the 10K, which is the filing every huge corporation, every public company, I should say, files every year, and it's going to describe the whole company, their processes, what they're looking for in the upcoming year, what they did the past year for revenue, blah, blah, blah. It's going to talk about everything in that 10K. That is the first thing you're going to want to read. And right then and there, when you're reading through that 10K, you will know if you're cut out for investing or not. Because if you're just bored out of your mind and you're just like, I can't read this, investing's not for you. Because investing, you need to read, and research. So right then and there, you will know I'm made for this investing and it's not just a dream or, forget this crap. So that's the first thing. Read the 10K. Next thing you'll want to read is what's called the 10Q. And that's going to be you want to read the latest 10Q they published, the company. So look at the dates and see which one's the latest they published. You're going to want to read that because that's going to talk about the last 3 months the company had and what they saw in their business and what they did for revenue, all those kinds of things. So you're going to want to read that 10Q after that. After that, you're going to want to watch their last presentation they did to investors. Companies always are doing presentations for investors. Most companies do 4 or 5 presentations a year where they have slideshows and whatnot. You'll want to click on that and watch that on your computer and listen to the CEO, see how you trust them, all those kinds of things. And then lastly, what you're going to want to do is listen to the last conference call they had. Each company at the end of the quarter has a conference call, and that's going to be extremely important to listen to, because when you listen to that, you're going to be able to pick up on natural human cues that you can't really pick up on if you're just reading from a piece of paper. You'll be able to almost tell, okay, how optimistic are they? Things like that. You'll be able to pick up on those cues. After that, you're going to want to do more research. Now, what you're going to want to research is you're going to want to research on Google. And you're going to want to type in, Coca-Cola or whatever company, Chipotle, and you want to hit the news button on Google and then just read all the latest type of news articles and whatnot that are written about that company. You're going to pick up on a lot of great stuff, positive and negative. And you're going to want to research and look up what short sellers, so people that are negative on that company, what they're saying. It's always important to listen to both sides and give both sides respect. That way you know where both sides are coming from, because if you're just listening to a bunch of people that are pro that stock, that think that stock's going to the moon, then you're doing it wrong. You want to also listen to the short sellers. And there'll be a lot of short seller articles, and they're going to be more for other companies than certain companies. So read into those. Google as much as you can. Read. So that is literally how you start investing. Those 3 steps are what you're going to take. And in a later video, like I said, I'm going to get into details on what you should look for and what makes a good investment, a good, projected investment, at least you can say. So I thank you guys so much for watching this today. I hope this was helpful. Leave a comment, if this was very helpful to you and you're thinking about starting to invest in stocks and that's something you're interested in. And thumb it up if you really like this video. If you haven't subscribed, you may want to. We talk a lot about stocks, about financial markets, and a ton about personal finance, which today this video is kind of almost personal finance related. And on Fridays, I always talk personal finance on Fridays. You never want to miss that. Thanks guys so much for watching, and have a great day.